Hello and a very good morning from me. If I'm whispering, that's because my sister's still in bed and I do not wish to disturb her. And as well, I don't want her to know that I'm up. Just in case she wants to get up, I'm not ready to get up. I want to go back to sleep for a couple of hours while I can, because I believe I'm expecting a delivery, if not tomorrow, Friday. So today's my last day of rest, so I'm going to make the most of it. Anyway, so it's just a quick video, and I'm using the headphones obviously, because you wouldn't be able to hear me if I had the camera positioned elsewhere. Right, so this is just an update on my sister's carer. So it's two things actually. So, they say when we do our good works, we mustn't let our left hand know what our right hand is doing. But obviously I've in these videos and as well on Facebook, I will say the good things that people do and I will say the bad things that people do. So I'm very balanced. In fact, I don't always say all the bad things that people do, but I will say all the good things that people do, because I think where there is good, people need to know about it, because maybe it will inspire them to do likewise. And the stories that I tell about people behaving badly, that is so if people have got that kind of behavior within them, maybe they can look at themselves and do something, or even think about changing. So that's why I put things out there. Right, so going back to her, so she came this morning, and the first thing she said to me was, I've got something for you, it's not much. And she handed me an envelope, and in the envelope was so she gave me £20. Now she knows that she absolutely didn't have to do it last time. Well, the first time I told her not to come in the afternoon because she was busy. When she came back with a box of chocolates. So that was very kind of her. She didn't need to do it. She knows she didn't need to do it, but she wanted me to know that she appreciates what I did for her. And so she came with the £20. So I said to her, the amount of good deeds that I've done for people over the course of my lifetime, if everybody gave me £20, I would be rich. Said with humor, of course, because when I give, I don't give to receive. Right, so I'm that kind of person. And it for some reason, the conversation I had with her cast my mind back to 1999, when I was 33 years old, and I was running the exercise class at church on a voluntary basis. I'd never charged anyone for anything that I do outside of work. And I remember the class and some other people organized a surprise birthday party for me, and it took me 2 days to get over it, because it messed with my head, to be honest, because at 33 years old I wasn't used to people being, not so much being nice to me, but doing things for me just for the sake of doing it. So that was something that at 33 years old I couldn't get my head around. It literally took me 2 days. I remember someone made a birthday card. Hi, Vicky. Vicky King made a birthday card, big massive birthday card, and got everybody to sign it. And I couldn't even look at it. I mean, obviously I looked at it and I thanked everybody at the time. But the next day I couldn't even look at it, because I'm thinking they did this for me. I'm not used to people doing things for me just for the sake of doing it. Right, so that's where I'm coming from. So if you like, I've come a very long way, where someone can do something for me. I know it's in exchange for what I did for her, but nevertheless, sorry, I keep hiding my face. Nevertheless, it's not something I'm used to, or rather, I wasn't used to. So when I do things for people, I don't expect anything back. I do it because I want to do it. So she said to me that she was really grateful. She always expresses gratitude, but she said everybody, nobody else apart from me, has told her not to come. She still has to go to everybody the same way that she normally does every day. So nobody said, "Oh, don't come because the weather's not good." So she said, had I not, yesterday in particular, she said the weather was really bad by comparison to the other days. And she said when she went to two of her clients, both of them had the the COVID vaccine. Two of them had it. And she said normally they wouldn't be falling down, but she got a message from one of the children of one of the clients to say her mother had fallen down or something. So she said she ended up spending an hour, which is more than the time she should have been spending with that particular client. She spent an hour there. She had to wait for someone to come because she wasn't able to pick her up by herself because she's a big lady. And another one as well. So she said, that's two people who were falling over after having had the vaccine. Now, that's a first-hand report, and she's a reliable witness. I make no further comment on that. But so basically all I wanted to say was what they say, one good deed deserves another. But she absolutely didn't need to do that, because I said in yesterday's video how quick people are to say, "Oh, God will bless you." But in her situation, of course, God will bless her. She didn't need to give me £20. But going back to what she said about had I not given her the time off, told her not to come in the afternoon and in the evening, she it would have really been a more difficult day for her than usual because of these two clients who had the vaccine and had run into difficulties. So but my point is I'm a very thoughtful person, and I think about ways in which I can help people. I don't go out looking for strangers that I can help. But if I'm in a situation and I can see the needs of other people, which is why I'm here with my sister, and I am the only member of my family, all right, my mother sends food and respect to her and everything, but I am the only member of my sister's family who has done anything, who has pitched in any way, shape, or form. And that is because I am thoughtful, right? And not just thoughtful, because you can think about the needs of somebody and know what the needs are, but it's whether you're going to follow through and do for them what needs doing. So that's I mean, there are people who will think that I'm blowing my own trumpet, but I'm not. I don't need to justify that anyway. But I'm doing this just to share the experience. So what I did while the carer was busy with my sister, I sneaked in a phone call to mother, because she's aware of everything, given that she sends food, she knows what's what. And I'd said to her, because she's the work that the carer does, my mother, in the past my mother's done this, so she knows the logistics of it, of going out in the snow and all of that. So I had already told her anyway that I'd told the carer not to come when she's busy, and what with it snowing and it turning to ice, I told her that. I said to her not to come, and she said, yeah, that's good, because obviously she comes from that perspective where she understands, having been there and done that. So I called her and I told her that, she came and she gave me £20. And but I didn't call her to tell her that I had given, that she gave me £20 for the sake of telling her that she gave me £20. I called her to tell her that she gave me £20 because the way my mother talks when she talks about family, she talks in terms of what they're not doing, what they should be doing. But I come from the perspective that nobody has to do anything that they don't want to do. So I'm not talking about they need to come and help. I'm talking about they're not inclined to want to come and help, but they would call themselves family irrespective. So that's why I call her just to let her, because I've been trying to drum this into her every time she says, you know, well, I won't go into it because it will be a long video and I don't want it to be long. But I was using this as an example to say that I said to her not to come while it's snowing, don't come back. I would say the snow will have thawed completely by Monday, because Monday the temperature will rise to 8 degrees. It's currently just hovering above or below 0, but it will go up to 8 degrees, so the snow will melt. So then if she obviously if it's melted, then she can resume her duties. So I basically told mother, just as an example, as a teaching example, to say, look, I did this for her, but I didn't expect anything in return, right? So because mother has a tendency that, sorry, I keep hiding my face, she's got a tendency that if she does things for someone, then they must always remember the kindness that she showed them, whereas I don't. If I do something, it's because I choose to do it, and nobody owes me anything, right? So like with my sister, I've been saying, every time somebody says talking about helping me, I keep reminding them that I don't need help. It's my sister who needs help. So they've got the idea that they're perhaps doing it for me. So they have no concept. So this is why when I do this type of video, why I say the things I say, so that people can learn something. So that if they're not the giving type, or if they think that, as I said with the one who offered to come and help, which wasn't a sincere offer, to come and help, but she would have to bring the child, and she's carrying another one in her belly. She's never been to my sister's place to know the living, sleeping arrangements, but nevertheless she put that out there that she would come and do that. That is not sincere. That's not the kind of help that anybody needs, because you're just doing it anyhow, just because you think the person is in need, and beggars can't be choosers. That's not how you would give. So like I said, my sister's carer absolutely didn't need to give me chocolates as she did last time. Absolutely did not need to give me £20 like she's done this morning. But I said to her that I will keep it as a token of your gratitude. And obviously, as I've said, I don't need to say to God bless her, because she is already blessed to have that kind of heart, to be able to have appreciation for the things that people do for her. Gratitude. There are a lot of people who are very ungrateful. It doesn't matter what you do for them, you can never do enough. And or even if you do it, they want you to do more, or it's not good enough, or anything like that. And for me, it's just a small thing to say to someone, don't come. It's a very, very small thing, but she, because of the way it affected her day, as I said, with those two clients who were experiencing difficulties as a consequence of the vaccine. What that small thing that I did amounted to much in the end for her. So I will wind up here. I hope you managed to get the message from this, I apologize for whispering, but like I said, I'm gonna go back to bed and I don't want my sister to know that I'm up. So the drill is when I wake up, she wakes up. So you guys take care. See you. Bye bye.